أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليك من كل أذان من معصية من كل ما يخالف دين الإسلام من كل ما يخالف الشريعة من كل ما يخالف الطريقات من كل ما يخالف المعرفات من كل ما يخالف الحقيقات من كل ما يخالف العظمة يا أرحم الراحمين أودعنا المتن كل متن شهادة عندك يا رسول الله وهي لنا هدية يومك يوم رحمة اللهم يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفاتيح الأبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المتحيرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذو الجلال والإكرام واهد أمري إلا الله إن الله باسل بالعباد. رابطه الشريف. Connect your heart, Shaykh. فاتحة الشهر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين صلوات الشريف اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد محمد وسلم. ألم نشرح الشر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله. إخلاص الشر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله. فاتحة الشر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. صلوات الشريف. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. صل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وآل كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي قد آتيتني من الملك وعلمتني من تأويل الأحاديث فاطر السماوات والأرض أنت ولي في الدنيا والآخرة توفني مسلما والحقني بالصالحين. آمنا بالله صدق الله العظيم. سبحانك ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى شرف النبي مصطفى صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وعلى وصحبه الكرام وإلى مشايخنا تاركة نقشبندية العليا الله إمام تارك أصول حالك ودرشان نقشبند محمد رئيس البخاري سلطان الأولياء شاب الله فازد حسن أبو فقراء سيد أجواد رباني سلطان الأولياء قبلة الإسلام صاحب الزمان شيخ سلطان مولانا محمد ناظم دلالكان حد معجن إلى عبد الحليق وجواني صاحب السيف شيخ عبدالكريم الكبرسي الرباني صاحب سادتنا والصديقين.
الفاتحة. واعلم أنه لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله
عليه الصلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedur Resulullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Habibullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Habibullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Habibullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Kerimullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Kerimullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Kerimullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Resulullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Resulullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Resulullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Resulullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Resulullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Resulullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammedun Resulullah, aleyhissalatullah, la ilahe illallah, Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammedun Resulullah sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem. Ala bi zikrullahi ta'main kulub. Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah.
الناصر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. المولى نعم الناصر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم الناصر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم الناصر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. الله والله حق الله والله حق الله والله حق الله والله حق الله والله حق الله والله حق الله والله حق الله والله حق الله والله حي الله والله حي الله والله حي الله والله حي الله والله حي الله والله حي الله والله حي الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم. حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم الناصر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. يا هو يا هو يا دائم يا هو يا هو يا دائم يا هو يا هو يا دائم الله يا هو يا دائم يا دائم يا دائم يا دائم يا الله يا دائم يا دائم يا دائم يا الله يا حليم يا حليم يا حليم يا الله يا حليم يا حليم يا حليم يا الله يا حافظ يا حافظ يا حافظ يا الله يا حافظ يا حافظ يا حافظ يا الله يا حنان يا حنان يا حنان يا الله يا حنان يا حنان يا حنان يا الله يا منان يا منان يا منان يا الله يا منان يا منان يا منان يا الله يا ديان يا ديان يا ديان يا الله يا ديان يا ديان يا ديان يا الله يا سبحان يا سبحان يا سبحان يا الله يا سبحان يا سبحان يا سبحان يا الله يا سلطان يا سلطان يا سلطان يا الله Kudus, Ya Kudus, Ya Allah, Ya Kudus, Ya Kudus, Ya Kudus, Ya Allah, Ya Qadir, Ya Qadir, Ya Qadir, Ya Allah, Ya Qadir, Ya Qadir, Ya Qadir, Ya Allah, Ya Muqtadir, Ya Muqtadir, Ya Muqtadir, Ya Allah, Ya Muqtadir, Ya Muqtadir, Ya Muqtadir, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman, Ya Allah, Ya Raheem, Ya Raheem, Ya Raheem, Ya Allah, Ya Raheem, Ya Raheem, Ya Raheem, Ya Allah, Ya Sabur, Ya Sabur, Ya Sabur, Ya Allah, Ya Sabur, Ya Sabur, Ya Sabur, Ya Allah, Ya Eman, Ya Eman, Ya Eman, Ya Allah, Ya Eman, Ya Eman, Ya Eman, Ya Allah, Ya Ahir, Ya Ahir, Ya Ahir, Ya Allah, Ya Ahir, Ya Ahir, Ya Ahir, Ya Allah, Ya Awwal, Ya Awwal, Ya Awwal, Ya Allah, Ya Awwal, Ya Awwal, Ya Awwal, Ya Allah, Ya Zahir, Ya Zahir, Ya Zahir, Ya Allah, Ya Zahir, Ya Zahir, Ya Zahir, Ya Allah, Ya Batin, Ya Batin, Ya Batin, Ya Allah, Ya Batin, Ya Batin, Ya Batin, Ya Allah, Ya Wali, Ya Wali, Ya Wali, Ya Allah, Ya Wali, Ya Wali, Ya Wali, Ya Allah, Ya Salam, Ya Salam, Ya Salam, Ya Allah, Ya Salam, Ya Salam, Ya Salam, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. Ni'mal wakil, ni'mal mawla, ni'mal nasir, wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم صل يا رب وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وآل كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين على أشرف العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أشرف العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أكمل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات صلوات الله تعالى وملائكته وأنبيائه ورسوله وجميع خلقه محمد وعلى آل محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. رضي الله تبارك وتعالى سادتنا أصحاب رسول الله أجمعين وعن تابعين إحسان فضل الله متقين وعن أولياء الصالحين شيخنا بتاركة نقشبندية العالية قدس الله زكيهم وبركات الله تعالى وبركاتهم وفيوداتهم دائما والحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة. سبحان ربي العلي الوهاب.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahümme salli ve sellem ve barik aleyhi ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ve sellem. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Allahümme salli ve sellem ve barik aleyhi ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmaîn. Canenallahu iyyana ve iyyakum min şerri ve şefaata ve yercu minallahi rahmetehu ve rafata. Allahümme bi hurmeti hazel nebiyyil kerim ve alihi ve sahbihi menhacil kavim. İc'alna min khiyari ümmeti ve astamilna min zeyni hurmeti ve aşurna gadan fi zumreti ve astamil elsinetina fi madhi ve nusrati ve ahina mütemessik بسنتي وطاعتي وامتنا اللهم على حبه وجماعته. اللهم ادخلنا مع الجنة فإنه أول من ينزلها وارحمنا يوم يشفع الخلائق فترحمها. اللهم زدنا زيارته في كل سنة ولا تجعلنا من الغافلين قبل السنة. اللهم لا تجعلنا في مجلسنا أحدا إلا غسلته بما توبت عن ذنوبها وسكنت به بهداية المغفرة أيوبا. اللهم إنه كان معنا في سنة الماضية إخواننا المعنى أنقذوا اسم هذه الليلة وفضله رحمهم الله. اللهم ارحمنا زسرنا من أصحاب القبور ووفقنا إلى عمل صالح يبقسنا وعلى عمل زهور. اللهم اجعلنا لأولئك الذاكرين ولنعمائك الشاكرين وليوم لقائك الذاكرين وإنا بطاعتك مشغولين. وإذا توفيتنا فتوفه غير مفتونين ولا محزونين واختم لنا خيرهم أجمعين. اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين. اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين. اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين واجعلنا من فتنة هذه الدنيا سالمين. اللهم اجعل لنا هذا النبي الشفيع ارزقنا به يوم القيامة مقام رفيع. اللهم اسقنا من حوض نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم شربة هنية منية نعلم بعده أبدا تحت لواء غدا. اللهم ارحم لآبائنا ولأمهاتنا ولمشايخنا الزقوق علينا وزد أجر هذا الخير في هذه الليلة ولجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك أنت قريب مجيب الدعوات وقاضي الحاجات وقاضي الحاجات وقاضي الحاجات واغفر ذنوب والخطيئات يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. سبحانك ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Rabbi Peygamber Efendimiz Aleyhisselatü Vesselam Hazretleri'nin yüzü hürmetine, mübarek gecenin hürmetine Ya Rabbi şeyimizin ahiretteki makamını, gücünü, kuvvetini, ilmedini, şanı, şerefini arttır Ya Rabbi. Özellikle Ya Rabbi bu gece Ya Rabbi şeyimizin babası olan Seyyid Haşvat Rabbani Hazretleri'nin ruhuna ve kardeşi olan Ahin Efendi Rahmetullahi Aleyhi Hazretlerine hediye ve vasile ediyoruz Ya Rabbi. Bütün İvan kardeşlerimizin okumuş oldukları hatimleri, salavat-ı şerifeleri Ya Rabbi. Başta Peygamber Efendimiz Aleyhisselatü Vesselam olmak üzere bütün Enbiya ve Allah'ın hürmetine Ya Rabbi. Bütün büyük Nakşibendi tarikatımızın, şeyhlerimizin ruhlarına Ya Rabbi hediye vasile ve sen kendini haberdar eyle Ya Rabbi. Bütün şühedanın ruhuna, bütün şehitlerimizin ruhuna, Çanakkale şehitlerinin ruhuna da hediye vasile ediyoruz Ya Rabbi. Şeyhimizin hürmetine sen kabul eyle, onları haberdar eyle Ya Rabbi. Onların şehvatine nail olanlardan eyle bizleri Ya Rabbi. Şeyhimizin yüzü hürmetine Ya Rabbi bizleri gafletten uyandır, hazırda duranlardan eyle Ya Rabbi. Hakkın zahir olduğu gören günleri görmeyi bizlere nasip mesele eyle Ya Rabbi. Küfrün tez vakitte yıkılıp tarumar olmasını nasip mesele eyle Ya Rabbi. Mehdi Aleyhisselam, İsa Aleyhisselam zamanına sağlık, afiyet ile birlikte Ya Rabbi, büyük şeyimizle birlikte. Lokman Efendi Hazretleri bütün iman kardeşlerimizle birlikte sağlık, afiyet ile ulaşmayı görmeyi bizlere nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi.
Amin.
Hak tarafında duran samimi sadık gerçek Abdullah kullarından olmayı bizlere nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. Bizleri senin sevdiklerinle haşir neşir eyle ya Rabbi. Senin sevdiklerini kalplerine girenlerden eyle ya Rabbi. Şeyhimizin memnuniyeti işlerle bizleri meşgul eyle ya Rabbi. Şeyhimizin yüzü su hürmetine ya Rabbi bizleri şeyhimizin hizmetinde muhabbet ile, aşk ile, canı gönülde hazır olan gerçek Abdullah kullarından olmayı nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. Şeyhimizin sünnet senniyesine emanetini ya Rabbi. Şan ile, şeref ile, muhabbet ile, aşk ile taşıyabilen gerçek kullarından olmayı nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. Lokman hocamızı ve büyüklerimiz dünya ahiret başımızdan eksik etme ya Rabbi.
Amin, amin, amin. Estağfurullah, estağfurullah. Estağfurullah, lazim, lazim, la ilahe illa huvel hayyul kayyum ve etûbü ileyh. Tâbeten abizan şurallah. Men terabbi la ilahe illa ente. Ya Vahhab, ya Vahhab, ya Vahhab, ya Musabib al-Asbab, ya ladum tahayirin, ya Ghafir, hayyul qayyum. Allah. Salatin tinjina bi rahmati wa afati. Allah wa sallallahu Muhammad wa Muhammad. Ya Rahman Rahimin arhamna. Ya Rahman Rahimin fa'fu anna. Ya Rahman Rahimin ya Ghafir az-zunub. Satanuyyu bi fatah al-qulub. Amin, amin, amin. Wassalam ala mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ila sharaf an-nabi Mustafa Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wa sallam. العالية خاصة من تربية وصنعات ومن الشهر أجمال محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم شيخ سلطان والله محمد عز وجل الفاتحة فاتحة آمين السلام عليكم between Anbiya and Awliya, and especially to our Shaykh, and especially to those ones who are related to him, who passed in these times. His nephew, Ayhan, and his father, in these times, we are remembering them, and we are making the present of tonight's worship to go to them, inshallah. And for everyone who have lost their loved ones, for them as well, for the sake of this holy night, Al-Fatiha. We're asking support from our Shaykh to send us something that is going to benefit us, inshallah Rahman. As much as we have submission to them, as much as we are connecting to them, that much they're going to send help to us. Our Lord is closer to us than our jugular vein. And our Prophet ﷺ is Hazir and Nazir. He is everywhere and he is giving us warning, guiding us. And our Shaykh, the one that is his inheritor, the Awliya Allah, they are always with us. Like what the Awliya Allah they are saying, the saints, our Shaykhs, they are looking into our hearts 40 times a day to see what is it that is inside our heart. Like they say, you know, when you have a baby and the baby make dirty the diapers, and the mother, the father changing it, the friends of Allah, our Shaykhs, they do the same for us. They clean us up. Otherwise, it is impossible to survive in this world, especially now, especially to survive and to live in this world with a faith. Because everywhere we're looking, east, west, north and south, Jews, Christians and Muslims, believers and unbelievers, they have left the ways of their prophets. They have left the ways of their religion, and they're inventing a new kind of religion. May Allah protect us from that. As much as we are submitting and connecting to our Shaykh, that time they will take what is necessary for us from the holy presence of the Prophet ﷺ. That the Prophet ﷺ is taking from Allah Azza wa Jalla. That time, if we are together with their will, we're going to have happiness in this world. And we're going to look to the hereafter with the bright eyes. That we'll be happy to leave this world. That the heaviness of this world, the gravity of this world, we'll be happy to leave it because our spirit is always moving up. But our bodies, the gravity of the body is always pulling us down. So that time the believer will be happy to leave the prison of this world. Because isn't that what the Holy Prophet ﷺ said? This world, it is a prisoner for the believer, but it is a paradise for the unbeliever. Every prophet that came into this world, they went through such tests, such torture, such heaviness. No prophet came to this world to teach his nation, to live in this world, and to make this world like a paradise. Every prophet and every book that came taught us how this world is a trick and how this world is a trap. And how we did not originate from this world. And we are not going to stay here forever. That we came from paradise. We sent into this world as a punishment, as a test. And we are going to return to paradise. Our original home. That's why the believer cannot feel comfortable in this world. Because this world is not our home. How is the believer going to feel comfortable in this world in these days? When he finds other believers. It's not the place. It is not the shining things, the luxury things around you, the comfort around you. It is with the believers. Because now the believers, they are a family. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, only the believers, they are brothers. Imagine, you are separated from your family and you are kicked out from your house and you have to travel in this world alone. And you're feeling very lonely, very sad. And everything around you, they are not your friends, they're your enemies. Imagine you're traveling for a very long time. And then you're looking from afar, you see your brother. One person you recognize from your home, from your family. And you're running to meet him. That time you forget about everything, isn't it? All your suffering, all your discomfort, all your sadness, you forget. Now, you found each other. It doesn't matter now. Same place, the earth. It is still a punishment. But you found each other, you found your family. Now that time, that little corner where you are, it becomes a paradise. That little corner where you are, because of the Spirit, that you are there meeting someone from your original home, and you know, what if that one is saying to you, come, I'm going to take you home now. You don't have to wander around this world anymore, suffering. How happy you're going to feel. How happy you're going to taste. Then that time, even if you meet some discomfort in this world, that you're traveling together with that one who's saying, I'm going to take you home. Even if it is difficult for you. It is a different kind of difficulty and you can carry it. You're happy. Your heart cannot wait because you're going home. This is the situation. It must be for the believers. Once we meet each other, once we meet our Shaykh, now we know we're on our journey home. That all this torture of this world, all the discomfort of this world, all the loneliness of this world is going to leave us. It becomes bearable. You can carry it a little bit. But you're looking forward with bright eyes to going home, to our return. We have to remind ourselves of this. We have to know that this is haqq. Because if we are not reminding us of this, that we are on a journey and we are going home with our real brothers and sisters, with our real family, if we forget about all this, then even a holy gathering becomes just a gathering. It just becomes a social gathering. But it is not. A holy gathering is an association. And our tariqat is based on association. And when there is association, yes, you get to taste paradise. Because you meet someone from home, isn't it? You meet someone from paradise. And that one is saying, hold on tightly to me. No matter how difficult this world is, you're going to leave it one day. And I will show you how you're going to go home. How happy we are going to be. And how glad and how grateful we must be. Even if our whole lives, it is very difficult, we forget about everything. Why? Because now we're going home. We're leaving everything behind. The believers must believe this. O you who believe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, believe. I remember Shaykh Effendi giving a khutbah one time, and he was talking about this ayat, and talking about another ayat, saying, O you who believe, are you now going to leave your belief? Are you now going to abandon your belief once you've found it? May Allah protect us from being from that category. Those who have found the way, but because of the trick and the traps of this world in our ego, we make a deviation. We are not having an aim to go home, preparing ourselves to go home. We're starting to make this world, this asfala safilin, into a paradise, into a home. It is not. You ever see anyone sitting in a bus stop, in a bus station, waiting for the bus? You see anyone sitting at a bus station and he sets up his house there? Maybe the bum in the street is doing that. But that bum in the street, the whole world is his home. And he may move from one to another. He's not attached anywhere to. He is living the life of a zahid, like a dog that has 12 characteristics that the awliya Allah they share. One of the characteristics of the dog, anywhere it stays, that is his house. If someone comes and throws stones at it, he gets up, he leaves. He doesn't fight. Whole world problems because of that. Because man is saying, no, this is mine, this is not yours. And looking, whatever you have, I want it too. That characteristic now is important for a believer. The believer must know this is not our home. We are a traveler. Sometimes you're traveling and you see nice things. Sometimes you're traveling and you see very bad things. But you are still traveling. You have an aim. Your aim is not this road. Your aim is the destination. Our destination is Allah. Inshallah Rahman, we will become good ones. We will become clean ones to finish the journey of this world and to die before we die. To enter into that grave clean and to get up on the judgment day clean. The whole aim of people in tariqat is knowing that this life that we have in this world that is asfala safilin, the lowest of the low, if we live 63 years, if we live 630 years, if we live for 6,000 years, this world is still going to end. And when the world ends, even if you live for thousands of years, it seems for just like one moment. And now, if the aim is for the eternal life, then that time we are not going to concentrate on the life of this world. While we're living in this world, we're going to concentrate on the hereafter, and every day we're going to send things into that grave that is going to become very important for us, for our journey in the hereafter. And if we don't clean ourselves before we die, then we're in very big trouble, because the grave is there to clean us. And the punishment of the grave, may Allah protect us. It is not something that anyone can take lightly or can joke about. It is real. We just buried our brother. That is important for Muslims now, to go to a real funeral, to look into that hole that has been dug out, to see the body go down into that hole, to say, this is me. One day definitely is going to be me. There's no argument there. You cannot argue. You cannot say maybe, maybe not. You cannot make theory. You cannot say, well, it only happens to Muslims, not to Christians, Christians not to Jews, believer not to unbeliever. It happens to everyone. A Muslim funeral, a real Muslim funeral, it is another rare and precious thing these days. Not a fake funeral. Not a funeral that we learn from the unbelievers, that everyone is going to dress in black like a mafia, wearing black glasses, riding in nice fancy cars, going to the funeral, going to the cemetery, everything is clean, you don't even see the soil. Everyone going there crying a little bit, they're not waiting for everything to finish, and then they go. Unbelievers' way. For a believer to know this is our end. And if we're not finishing all that dirtiness, if we're not cleaning ourselves, the ground, Shaykh Efendi is saying, I remember, ground grinding, because the earth, it grinds you up. It finishes you. Except for the bodies of the prophets and the awliya Allah. Then that time the earth, it is forbidden for them to touch their bodies. If the earth is going to grind us down there, that is the beginning of our troubles. Tariqat is to make us to wake up and to make us to clean ourselves before we reach there. We are very weak ones in this Akhir Zaman. We have this world, yes. We must have this world, we live. But this world is in our hands. Don't put it in our heart. That is the difference. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant the highest stations to our Sultan al-Awliya, grant him long life and a healthy life. May Allah raise the station of Sahib al-Saif and all those ones who are following him. May Allah gather our hearts together to make us to have real love for each other as a family, to keep us away from the confusion of the Akhir Zaman, to make us to live clean and to pass from this world clean and to be raised clean. May Allah forgive us. For the sake of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, al-Fatiha. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Any questions anyone has? Bismillahir. Soila.
Bismillahir. If the young members of your family are disrespectful and trying to harm you, should the elders will be punished for not communicating with them?
If the young members of your family are disrespectful and trying to harm you, will the elders be punished for not communicating with them?
I guess warning them ahead of time.
Well, Bismillahir Rahmaanir Raheem. If people in your family, they're going to harm you, run away from that harm. If they are disrespectful to you, the younger ones in the family, if they're disrespectful to you, what can you do in these days? In the houses of the saints, their own wives are not listening to them. Their own children, they're not listening to them. Some people are going to get very upset with me, but it is the truth. You don't like it, suit yourself. That is something Shaykh Efendi has said over and over and over again. This is the condition of the Akhir Zaman. You must check yourself. If you're an elder in that family, if you are concentrating on the orders of Allah, if you are concentrating on fulfilling and obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then these things are happening to you. Will you be punished? No, you will not be punished. You're trying to keep the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, keep it strong. And the other ones, they're not listening to you. You are warning them, they're not listening to you. They become disrespectful. They're not listening to you. They're trying to harm you. They're not listening to you. What can you do? That is a pattern of those ones who are disobedient to their prophets, disobedient to their guides. So, are you going to be punished? You are going to be punished if, number one, you don't make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala your priority. And number two, if you are not trying to train them and make them to understand what is important in this world and in the hereafter. If you did not communicate to them the importance of their Lord, then that time you're going to be punished. But if you have done as much as you can, and still they are doing all these things, what can you do? This is Akhir Zaman. Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying to the Sahabis once, he says, shall I tell you what is going to happen? What are the signs of the Akhir Zaman? He says, Ya Rasulullah, please tell us. He said, there will come a time in the Akhir Zaman when the wives are not going to listen to their husbands. The Sahabis were shocked. I said, really? Today, if we say wives not listening to their husbands, they say, okay. And back then, they're like, really? Such a thing will happen? Ya Rasulullah. He says, yes. He said, worse than that, let me tell you, Holy Prophet is saying. This is a long hadith. I'm just going to take this part. Their children are not going to listen to them. They say, what? Their children not going to listen? These days, we say, my children not listening to me. Everybody says, tell me something else. What's new? It's not new. So we come to the end of times. Be with those ones who are keeping the orders of Allah and His Prophet high. At time you'll find some peace, inshallah. Believers, only the believers are brothers, like what I said. Brothers and family is not now according to blood, it is according to your spirit. That's why in the OSMANLI DERGAH, the Jamaat of Sahibul Saif, Shaykh Kibrisi Rabbani, you see everyone coming from everywhere. People from Turkey, Pakistan, China, Albania, Somalia, India, everywhere. Jamaica. Jamaica is sleeping. Okay. See, I'm mentioning and he's still sleeping. But everyone is here. And everyone is finding comfort. Because we are together under the feet of our Shaykh. And our Shaykh has trained us and keep us in a short leash. You want peace, you want love, there's so many conditions to love. Don't think you say, I can love and I can do whatever I want. It's not love. Love is when you say, I cannot do anything that I want because now I'm a prisoner of that one that I love. Isn't it? So, it's okay. We are good. We are grateful. We are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum. Evet. Başka.
Bismillahir. I have a friend who is single and lives with her mother and younger brother. The sister is not working and there is very low income between the both of them. Her mother pressures her to find a job, but she is unable to. She would like to know if it's permissible in her situation to take off her hijab in order to find a job.
Bismillahir.
Please respond soon before she removes her hijab. I told her I would ask someone knowledgeable before she does that.
Is that a full stop or a comma? Bismillahir. In these days, people, they are going to do whatever they want to do. It doesn't mean it is a good thing. It doesn't mean it is the best thing. It doesn't mean that it is a halal thing to do. But people are doing it. Like what we said before, they're not going to listen to you. The wife not listening to the husband, children not listening to their parents. Who is going to listen now? So, like what we said before, people are making their own weird kind of religion. Is it permissible in any situation for a woman to remove her hijab? If you ask me, I say no. But maybe people who don't like this answer, they say, let's find another scholar who's going to say yes. You can do that too. Because we live in the time of Dajjal. And there's so many scholars out there, they're friends of Dajjal. So you may find one. You may find a scholar who says it's okay to take off your hijab. You may find a scholar that says it is okay to do so many wrong things. It's okay. You may do that. It doesn't mean it's right. If you ask me, I says no. Now, this is when the faith is going to kick in. This is when you're going to rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He's going to open something up for you because you're saying, I fear Allah first. But because this is not you who is asking, this is your friend, and your friend is not asking too, so I cannot say too many things. There are rules in tariqat also in answering questions. If you are the one who's asking, can I take off my hijab? My answer will be slightly different. I will phrase it differently. But that one, like you said, give me the answer soon, please. Otherwise, some friend is going to take off the hijab. I'm going to say, your friend is not even asking the question. So I cannot say much. I cannot interfere. Everybody knows what is right, and everyone knows what is wrong. Everyone is free to make that choice. But after you've made the choice, everyone is a prisoner of their choices. No one can make a choice and then say, I'm free from the consequences of my choice. No matter how much they scream and they cry, they break every law, then they say, how can I get out of this? Let me get out of this. I'll do anything to get out of this. How are you going to get out of this? Is you're going to pay the price. That's all. You ever see someone going somewhere, going to what he likes? Popeyes. He's going to Popeyes. For those living in India, you don't know Popeye. I'm not talking about that cartoon Popeye. In America, they sell fried chicken. The chain is called Popeye. He's yawning. He's listening to me and he's yawning. Okay, I'm going to deal with him later. Very heavy. You cannot say now you go to Popeyes or Kentucky Fried Chicken and you eat, and then somebody says, now you have to pay up. I can't pay. You're saying, I have no money. They say, you have no money? Then you're going to go to jail, right? You're going to go to jail. They're going to arrest you. And you're going to say, no, tell me how to get out of this. Just tell me, I'll do anything. I'll do anything to get out of this. Your stomach is already like this. You're already 171 pounds, 20 pounds overweight with a fried chicken. And you're saying, how do I get out of this? You already ate the chicken. Now you have to pay the price. But very unusual these days, people are under the impression, they believe, not impression, they believe they can do anything, but they can escape from the consequences. They teach them from very young. You do anything, you can run away, you can escape from the consequences. You're not responsible. Think again. So, good luck to that person. May it be easy for all of us, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Ashka.
Bismillahir. I'm a murid and I'm pursuing a career in pharmacy. I heard you say that medicines are causing many problems today. Does this mean that I should not go try to become a pharmacist?
Bismillahir. We are living in this world where harm and impermissibility, I don't want to use the word haram, it's too heavy. Things that are not so permissible, it is surrounding us everywhere. Okay? From the monetary system, education system, the medicine, the clothes we wear, the food that we eat. Can we say this is 100% halal? We cannot. Can we? We cannot. The food that we eat, Even the kafirs, the unbelievers, they're saying this is not real food. The genetics have already been changed and it's causing a lot of harm. And according to Sharia, if you eat something that causes your body harm, it's no good for you. So now we live in a world where everything is harmful to us. It is wrong. It is not 100% permissible according to Islam. We are also not living under a Shariat. In a Muslim country with a Shariat, under a Khilafat. So now the rules are changing. It has to change now. The foundation is still there. Our Aqidah doesn't change. We know what is right and what is wrong. But now the rules have all changed because, as Holy Prophet said, you cannot practice Islam if there's no Khalifah. He's saying 3 days if there's no Khalifah, there is no Islam. Which is why Hazrat Umar, he said, when I pass, bring all the nominees of the Khilafat, for the Khilafat, make them to decide who is going to be the Khalifah, and if in 3 days they did not come up, kill every single one of them. Why is he saying that? Because he understood how important, how severe, how dangerous it is, a situation when there is no Khalifah, because you cannot practice Islam. Islam is not a personal religion, it is an empire. Islam is a civilization. Islam is a complete way of life. So you cannot have a complete way of life if you have no Khalifah. So in this situation, knowing that the medical industry, it is so corrupt, it's causing a lot of harm, can we say we want to throw everything away? We don't want to practice anything. We don't want to use anything that the modern medicine is putting out there. Can we say that? No, we cannot. We are not going to start worshipping it and say, there are so many Muslims, they worship the modern medicine. They say they belong to tariqat, but because their profession is making them to be doctors, they have to swear to say modern medicine is the best, number one. Even kafirs are not believing that. But because we live in these times, now you have to strike a balance, which is why it's important to have a shaykh. Because the shaykh now can guide you. He is like a mujtahid. He is going to guide you. He's going to say, for now do this, for now do this, for now do this. And his knowledge is not because of books. His knowledge is coming from the heavenly stations down. And he knows you. And he knows you before you know yourself. He knows you. On the day of promises, he knows you. So he's able to guide you then. He's not a scholar who's just reading a book. He doesn't know you and he's just going to give an answer just like that. So now, in that kind of situation, we say, don't put it in your heart. Medicine. Put it in your hands. You need to have a balance of it. You cannot completely drown yourself in it and to say modern medicine and pharmacy and all these pharmaceutical companies, they are great, they are good, 100%, they are pure. You cannot say that. No one can say that. Neither can you say, I'm going to completely not take any modern medicine and I'm just going to be real traditional. You cannot, because even the water that you're drinking is not traditional. They're putting so much stuff in there that you cannot find it 200 years ago, 300 years ago. So now, that's why you have to strike a balance. So, now you want to be a pharmacist? Do it for the sake of Allah. And find yourself a shaykh. You said you're a murid. Good. Now follow your shaykh. I don't know which murid you are, but follow that one who's guiding you. Follow that one who's guiding you, and that one, he can turn something that is bad to become good. Easy for them. For the friends of Allah, it is very easy. It's very difficult for us, but the friends of Allah, it is very simple. And that time you can work for the sake of Allah. May it be easy for you. Assalamu alaikum. Ashka.
Bismillahir Rahmaanir Raheem. Should people exercise like lifting weights and using the treadmill? If so, then with what intention one should exercise?
Should you go to the gym and to work out and then later to show off your body? We say no. They are going and they're working out, and like a peacock, they are running around showing off their muscles. Men's and women's doing it. Women's doing it, men's now they're doing it. That is forbidden in Islam. What is the purpose for you to exercise? In the first place, if you live a regular Muslim lifestyle, simple lifestyle, you don't need to exercise. But we're talking about living a lifestyle, say, in the Dergah, where you're going to get up with the sun and you're going to sleep with the moon. That kind of lifestyle, majority of the people, they cannot take. So you don't need to exercise then, because your body is moving according to the rhythm of the nature. You're always moving, and you're eating healthy, you're making zikr, you're praying, you're keeping yourself clean, then that's good. You don't need to exercise then that time. But if you are stuck now in this life, in this world, in this kind of modern lifestyle, where you're going to sit in a cubicle all day long, and you're just going to be pushing paper all day long, and you're eating unhealthy foods all day long, and you're coming home and you're just going to be watching that shaitan box, that TV all night long, year after year, decades, then it's going to harm your body? Yes. That time you need to exercise? Yes, you need to exercise. Exercise for what? People are exercising so that they can look good, so other people can praise them. It is for the ego again. What are you trying to exercise? If you're exercising to be healthy so that you can worship, so that you will not be a burden to people, so that you'll be able to be in this way of Allah, then that time, it's okay. Don't go overboard with it. People are going to the gym, really, not so many of them, not really to exercise too, but to check out each other. So, no need. There are ways for you to exercise. You can do it at home. Do that. Be healthy. Be strong. Definitely. It is important. The believer must be strong. But don't take your points of reference on how to be strong from the unbelievers. That's when everything starts to break down. So, may you have health, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Okay.
Bismillahir. Can you please explain the significance of the Naqshbandi Taj? I realized when someone asked me about it that I really did not know much about it.
Bismillahir. A Taj means crown. The crown of the believers is this, and the turban. It is the crown of the believers. It is the crown of the angels. That they're wearing the turban with the Taj. And which is why you see sultans, Muslim sultans, we don't wear, the sultans, they don't wear crowns. They wear turbans. You ever see Muslim kings? They're wearing gold and diamonds. They're making it like this and putting it on their head. No, never. You wear a turban. And the significance of a turban is this is your coffin. This is your funeral shroud. It is a reminder of meeting your Lord. It is a reminder of death. It is a remembering death every day, putting it on top of your head. It is the crown of the believers. It is what 124,000 prophets they were wearing on top of their heads. It has so much significance in that, and we're putting it on top of our heads. So this particular shape, the Taj, it is the version of the Taj that the Holy Prophet ﷺ wore. Prophet ﷺ used to wrap cloth around a Taj too, and there's still physical evidence of that. So this is a version of that, what Holy Prophet wore. This was opened in the time of our Grand Shaykh, Hazrat Lari, for us to wear, and this is our connection, our antenna to the heavens, to pick up all the signals. Yeah. So, This is why we're wearing it. And these days it is important to show the outside form of Islam too. Because so many people are afraid to show the outside form of Islam. They are afraid. But instead of saying, I'm afraid to show, I'm not so brave to show, they become fake. And they say, well, it's not outside is not important, it's what inside it is important. It's not because they really believe that, but they are just being fake because they are not too strong to show it outside. If someone is not too strong, we say, I'm not so strong as you, we pray for that person. We ask Allah to bless that one. But if that one becomes an arrogant one and says, Allah is not looking at your outside form, then we say to you, then why you wear clothes? Take off all your clothes. Walk around naked. There are people too. They are asking question. Oh, when I'm at home, I'm alone with my Lord, isn't it? Is it necessary I'm going to wear clothes? And those kind of twisted hojas, the kind of twisted alims, they're saying, well, you know, it's between you and Allah, it doesn't matter. You can, and then you can, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Yeah. Weird kind of religion it becomes these days. So, we are happy, outside and inside, we try. Inshallah. As much as we can. For the awam, for the regular people, it's not so necessary maybe to carry it all the time. You have work, you have school, you have this, it's okay. But for those ones who are representing Islam, they're calling themselves imams or shaykhs or this or that. Now, if you are going out without a turban, you must feel funny. You must feel funny. But how are we going to say that? There are imams and there are great scholars that they forget about turban. They are wearing a gigolo shirt and they are unbuttoning it up to here. And people are saying, this one, Hazrat Larry. So, we live in those times. Don't worry, Mahdi alayhi salam is going to come to fix you too. He's coming to revive the forgotten sunnats. And the external is also a sunnat that people, they want to forget. Are we saying we're better than others? No, never. We are very weak. But we are happy and we are proud of the traditions of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Say.
Bismillahir. Many people have begun to call me Maulvi Saab and have been praising me and saying that I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to Islam. Some people even bend and kiss my hands. This is bothering me because sometimes I think of myself as someone very high and I feel as though it's inflating my ego a lot. What should I do? Say something to the ones doing this and or say something to myself when it happens?
Okay. You should ask your Shaykh that question. What to do? Maybe your Shaykh is giving you permission. If you don't have a Shaykh, your Shaykh is shaitan. Then if shaitan gives you permission, what can I do? But if you have a Shaykh and your Shaykh is not giving you permission, then you should run away from that. If people are calling you, doesn't matter what people are calling you. You know by yourself. You must know yourself who you are. If you know who you are, it doesn't matter what people call you. People are people. Today they praise you and they love you. Tomorrow they're going to hate you and they want to kill you. It happens. So why are you getting stuck with that now? Don't look at the title. Look at the work. You want to do the work, then do the work. It doesn't matter who is calling you what. Because now the important thing is not the title. The important thing is the work. You know by yourself. We know by ourselves. What are we? We are donkeys. No good for nothing. This is what my Shaykh taught me. The people are going to come to kiss the hand. If there's no permission, a very big burden is going to fall on you, because if the person bends down to kiss your hand, all his burdens, all his sins and everything is going to be on you. And one day you're going to crack. If there's no permission, oof, may Allah save you. If there is permission, it is not your hand that is kissing, it's your Shaykh's hands. That time you have no right also to pull it, because it is not you. The minute you're going to feel, oh, look at me like that, then you're in big trouble too. There are ways that you can do to punish yourself for that. Or simple things, like our Shaykh Effendi said, everyone is looking at makams. Good, look at your makam. Go to the bathroom. When you are making the everyone does number 2. And everyone, he wants to be the best doing the number 2. The number 1 in the number 2 business. Then when you're doing that, look at yourself and say, this is my makam. This is me. It's coming out from me. This is me. I am this. Oh, never forget. Never forget. Whatever people are going to say, this is what is coming. So never forget that. Yes, look at it. Smell it. Yeah. All the dirtiness coming from you. We're eating the best food. So delicious. Hours to prepare. Our bodies make it to turn into crap. So, that is our makam. Toilet. We're carrying toilet inside. If you are really understanding and believing this, then these are checks and balances that will help you to keep yourself planted on the ground. And you're not looking at titles, you're not looking at people coming to you, you're looking at doing your work now. Doing your work. And if you find your ego tricking you, punish yourself. But, like I said, you have to find a Shaykh. Or if you don't have to find a Shaykh, Shaitan will be very happy with you. He says, continue, my son. That time you're going to be with him on the hereafter, it's going to be a big trouble. May Allah protect us from that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Evet, söyle.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I really love Shaykh Abdulkerim Efendi and his Honorable Khalifah Lokman Efendi. What is the best way to show that love? Is obedience the best way?
Let me ask myself that question. Okay? I'm saying I love my Shaykh. What is the best way for me to show my love to my Shaykh? Is obedience the best way? I'm going to say, yes, it is the best way. Submission. Do I think that I can obey 100%? No, I cannot. Never. I know myself. We are very weak. We are dirty creatures. We cannot obey 100%. Even if we want to. Can I submit? I would like to submit. I would want to submit, but I know I'm very weak too. So what can I do now? As much as I can, I try to do it. As much as I can, I try to submit, but not by words. It is by the responsibilities that He has given me. Then that time, to show the love, I'm going to do my responsibility. You know, and after a while, it's not about love. I'm sorry to say, if you ask me, it's not about love. It's about duty. I don't like to use the word love because everyone misunderstands it in these days. Nobody does it anyway. But if it's about duty, then it doesn't matter how you feel. It's not emotion anymore. Because people are thinking love is just, I have to feel good doing it. You know? If I feel forced, then it's not love, then I'm not going to do it. And I say, where's the fun in that? Isn't the whole point to step in your ego? Yeah. So, It is a duty, and I want to do it well. And I leave it up to him to judge me. After a certain while, you feel too, you know by yourself if you're doing it correctly or not. You don't need anyone to tell you that. If you are always in a position where you do something, you're not looking at how you have succeeded in doing that work well, but you're always concentrating on how much you failed in making that work that you're doing perfect. And you say, okay, next time I must make it more perfect, more perfect, more perfect. Then that time, I don't need someone to tell me you're doing a good job. I know by myself. Not to say I did a good job, but I don't know by myself how far I am from making that work complete and perfect, because that's how my Shaykh taught me. That's how our Shaykh taught us, isn't it? He's never happy with anything that we do, right? Not because he's never happy that he wants us always to move up to higher stations and higher stations and higher stations. And he said one time, he said, do your work for the sake of Allah. Don't do it for my sake, because I'm never going to be satisfied with what you do. Then later, we had a big guest. Büyük, çok büyük guest. How do you say guest? Misafir. Hussein. And he's saying that is what Shaykh Mawlana also said to him. Never being satisfied with what he did. You know, he said, whatever I do, he's always yelling at me. He's never happy with what I'm doing. He's never satisfied. We say, tamam. That's it. Then we are getting the training of a grand Shaykh, from a grand Shaykh. Understand? Understand? We're getting training that Sultan al-Awliya, maybe to so many others, he says, very good, mashallah. So many others says, very good, you did very well, high level. You're very high level. You're 7 maqams higher than your Shaykh. MashaAllah, very good. Yeah. And that one, he started floating, no, but not understanding. So our Shaykh's training us is slightly different. One time, someone came to Shaykh Maulana and said, you see, I was checking something and I saw this group of people, they're from Russia. They're trying to collect money. I said, let me see what they're trying to collect. They say we need to collect money because we want to make a masjid, build a masjid. I said, it's very good. But we want to make this masjid. No one has ever done this before, ever. And I'm looking carefully. It says, we want to build this masjid on the moon. So I'm saying, this is new. And I'm reading, and we have gone to Sultan al-Awliya and asked him permission to build a masjid on the moon. And he gave us permission. So I said, MashaAllah, very good. Good luck to you. And I can just imagine somebody coming to Shaykh Maulana and saying, I want to build. Very good, build. Go ahead, build. And it's happened before. So, that permission given to that one. Who knows? Maybe he's building it. I'm not putting him down. Anything can happen, eh? Right? I'm not putting it down. We are still stuck here. We are not reaching anywhere. Not reaching moon, boon, sun, man. It's here. We're stuck here trying to build something. We are happy with that. But that permission, that harshness, that tough training that Shaykh Maulana is giving to those ones who is training them for some big work. Alhamdulillah, our Shaykh is training us with. So, we're saying shukr, alhamdulillah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant long life and healthy life to our grand Shaykh. And to all those who are sincerely following him, may Allah forgive us and grant high station to our Sahibul Saif, may he send his madad and his himmat to us continuously, inshallah. May all bad eyes and nazar be removed from our association. May all fitna be removed from our association. May our hearts come together. May we have more life and more energy to continue in this work to become better. For the sake of the Holy Prophet, Al-Fatiha. Don't you have bayat already with Shaykh Effendi? Yeah. So you want to renew by your bayat? Okay. Am I forcing you to do it? Anyone is forcing you? Maybe? Huh? Okay. It's not really necessary. But you're doing it because you love Shaykh Effendi. And you're doing it for manners. And for that, we are praying that for everything to open for you. Inshallah. For you to become stronger in this way. Amen. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله
وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله
وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله
وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله
صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين إنما يبايعون الله رضينا بالله ربنا وبالإسلام دينا نسأل محمدا بكل كتاب نسأل مرشد كل ملك وكيل الله الله الله حق الله الله الله حق الله الله الله حق إلى شرف النبي المصطفى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خاصة لا رحيم خاصة حالك وجه الشعر سلطان أولياء شر شيخ سلطان مولانا محمد عزيز صاحب الفاتحة اللهم آمين
آمين.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله Mubarak. Right. We all renewed our bayat with our Shaykh, connecting ourselves to Sultan al-Awliya. Allah's hand is above everyone's. May Allah forgive us. Al-Fatiha.
Last time he was here, he didn't remove the wire. He wanted to told him to wait.
You ready? Are you sure? Yes. Okay, tamam. Estağfurullah. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sohbet Rahmaanir. Söyle. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
ve eşhedü enne Muhammeden abduhu ve resuluhu.
وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله
Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
ve eşhedü enne Muhammeden abduhu ve resuluhu.
وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله
Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
ve eşhedü enne Muhammeden abduhu ve resuluhu.
وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله
Sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. İnnellezîne innema yubayyidûn Râdina billahi rabbena vel islami dînen ve senne Muhammeden bi Kur'an-ı Kitâb ve senne Muhammed. مرشدنا كل وكيل الله الله الله حق الله الله الله حق الله الله الله حق إلى شرف النبي مصطفى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم مشاكل خاصة لو رحمه متركه سبحانك ويشهد مجمل محمد رسول الله شيخ سلطان مولانا محمد ناصر صاحب السيف فاتحة اللهم صل وسلم. آمين. السلام عليكم. Okay. Congratulations. Mubarak. Inshallah. Evet. May Allah accept our worship. Inshallah Rahman, I'll see you tomorrow after the Jummah. If you have any questions, we'll speak to you then. If we have the answers, we will give. May Allah forgive us. Al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Fatiha. Amin. Okay. Give the